Listen to me very carefully, because the ground beneath the city of Chicago just shifted. This is not a drill. This is not speculation. We are talking about a series of seismic maneuvers that will redefine the identity of our team for the next decade. Sources are confirming moves that seem counterintuitive on the surface, but reveal a master plan that is as bold as it is risky. From blockbuster trades to shocking releases, the front office is playing high-stakes poker. Stay tuned, because what I am about to break down changes everything you thought you knew.
The news hitting the wire right now is absolutely staggering, and you need to pay close attention to the logic behind this monumental decision. DJ Moore has been the heartbeat of this offense, a reliable target who consistently bailed out the quarterback position. But the front office has pulled the trigger on a trade that is sending shockwaves from Lakeshore Drive all the way to the league office in New York. Now, I know what you are thinking. You are screaming at your screen, asking how on earth trading a top-tier wide receiver could possibly be considered good news for the future of our team. But listen to the facts. This move is about a massive infusion of draft capital and financial flexibility that we have not seen in this city for generations. We are talking about a strategic pivot that allows the organization to build a complete roster rather than relying on one superstar to carry the weight of an entire franchise. It is a cold, calculated move that screams long-term vision. However, let me be perfectly clear about the emotional side of this. It is a travesty to see a talent like this leave, but if you look at the return package, it is an absolute haul. We are talking about multiple high-round picks that give us the ammunition to dominate the draft board for the next 3 years. This is about building a wall around our young quarterback and ensuring that the defense has the elite talent necessary to compete in the NFC North. It is about moving away from the mediocrity that has defined this franchise for far too long. I am telling you, the front office is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. They saw an opportunity to sell high on a veteran asset to secure the foundation of a potential dynasty. It is bold, it is controversial, and it is exactly the kind of ruthless decision-making that wins championships in today's NFL. You cannot be afraid to break something to build something better. But as we process the departure of a fan favorite, we have to look at the defensive side of the ball, where a different kind of subtraction is creating a massive opportunity for a superstar acquisition. The question remains, who is next to go to make this dream a reality? We are witnessing the birth of a new era for this franchise, and the next move is even more unbelievable. Now,
if you want to keep getting exclusive insights and hard-hitting analysis like this, subscribe now to stay ahead of every major move our team makes. Do not miss a single update on this journey. The news cycle is spinning out of control, and now we have to address the elephant in the room regarding the defensive unit. Tremaine Edmunds has been a cornerstone of this defense since he arrived with that massive contract, but the organization has officially moved on, and the implications are absolutely massive for our team's salary cap. This is a business, and sometimes the business requires you to cut ties with a productive player to chase a legendary one. By releasing Tremaine Edmunds, the front office has cleared a path of financial freedom that is specifically designed to trigger a chain reaction across the league. We are talking about creating the necessary room to facilitate a move for a generational pass rusher like Max Crosby. It is no secret that Crosby is the kind of player who changes the geometry of the field, and by removing the heavy salary of a linebacker, we are now the frontrunners to land a defensive end who can double our sack total in a single season. It is a high-stakes gamble, make no mistake about it. You are letting go of a proven leader in the middle of your defense in hopes of landing a shark on the edge. But in this league, you do not win by being safe. You win by being aggressive. The release of a player with the pedigree of Tremaine Edmunds tells me that the front office is not satisfied with being just a good defense. They want to be a dominant, historical unit that terrifies opposing coordinators every Sunday. They are looking at the landscape and realizing that you need a game wrecker to win in the postseason. Max Crosby is that game wrecker. The dominoes are falling exactly as planned, and the cap space created by this release is the fuel for a fire that is about to burn through the entire NFL landscape. It is a ruthless move, a cold-blooded assessment of value versus impact, and I love the audacity of it.
But as we look at these business decisions, we cannot ignore the human element that still exists within the locker room. While the front office is moving pieces like they are on a board, the players themselves are dealing with the emotional fallout of seeing their brothers leave. You have to wonder how the remaining youngsters on the roster are handling the news that their veteran leaders are being shipped out or released. What happens when a departing star decides to reach back one last time to leave a lasting legacy for the next generation of players? The emotional weight of this transition is about to become even clearer with a story that will truly shock.
The business of football is often described as cold and heartless, but what I am about to tell you will remind you that these men are more than just numbers on a spreadsheet. In the immediate aftermath of the trade news that sent shockwaves through the city, DJ Moore did something that tells you everything you need to know about his character and his impact on our team. He did not just pack his bags and leave quietly. No, he reached out and sent a deeply heartfelt, emotional message to a youngster on the roster who many believe is the future of the franchise. We are talking about a veteran leader taking the time, amidst the chaos of being traded, to ensure that the next generation is prepared for the weight of the city. It was a message of encouragement, a passing of the torch, and a reminder that while the name on the back of the jersey changes, the standard of excellence must remain the same. This is about mentorship in its purest form. It is about a player who gave his all to Chicago, making sure he left a piece of his work ethic behind. When DJ Moore speaks, people listen, and for him to prioritize this young player in his final moments as a member of this team is nothing short of legendary. It shows the culture that is being built here despite the roster turnover. It proves that the impact of a great player goes far beyond the statistics or the touchdowns. It is about the DNA of the locker room. This message has already started to circulate among the players, and it is providing a rallying cry for a group that could easily be demoralized by the loss of a star. Instead, they are being inspired to step up and fill the void. It is a beautiful, poignant moment in an otherwise brutal business day. But it also raises a massive question about the leadership vacuum that now exists. With the veteran presence of a man like that gone, who is going to step into that light? Who is going to take that heartfelt message and turn it into production on the field? The transition is happening right before our eyes, and the emotional stakes have never been higher for our team as we move into this uncertain future. The legacy of a player is defined by what they leave behind, and it seems the seeds of greatness have been planted in the most unexpected way possible. Are we ready for what comes next? The impact of this departure will be felt for years, and the final chapter of this story is just now beginning.
Chicago, we are standing at a crossroads that will define the legacy of this era. The trade of a superstar, the release of a defensive anchor, and the passing of the torch through a single emotional message have created a whirlwind of change. This is not just another offseason. This is a total transformation of our team. The front office has made their bets, the players are reacting, and the fans are left wondering if this gamble will pay off with a Lombardi trophy. I want to hear from you right now. Do you believe these aggressive moves are the key to a championship, or is the team losing its soul? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We are a community, and your voice matters in this conversation. Stay locked in, because this story is far from over.